Every week I watch at least 4 or 5 full high school games played by the best players in the country. And one skill that literally every top guard and wing had was the ability to easily blow by a defender. So today I will be giving you the secret to being able to blow by anyone. And what better player is there to study for this skill other than Russell Westbrook, one of the best finishers in NBA history. The first tip is the cheat code, and it's the lateral float, or aka the hang dribble. This is when you float to the side to find the angle, then attack. The reason this is so effective is because the defender has to react to you once you float outside of their hips. I know a lot of you have trouble with shifting your defender, and you probably tried to spam 1,000 moves, yet the defender just doesn't bite on anything. But if you use the float dribble, that defender can't just sit there. Because like I said, once you float outside of their hips, they have to move, or that's an easy lane to the basket. And even if they do move to the direction you floated to, you still have the angle. Take this for example. When Russ gets LeBron James on an island, he uses the float dribble in order to get outside of LeBron's hips. But LeBron pretty much stays still and remains in a drop defensive position with his back foot being behind him. That stance automatically gives you the baseline angle, but it's important to keep the angle tight. Once you float outside of the defender's hips, it's important to sort of veer back into the defender as you drive in order to initiate contact and keep that defender from cutting you off. Look at these two plays. Watch how after the float, he stayed right on the defender's hips and initiated the contact. Being able to blow by defenders involves being physical. Against elite competition, you won't be able to just run past a defense without getting touched. So always look for the contact on a driving angle after you float and start to get downhill. And you can do the float with a left to right cross, a behind the back into the float, and a lot more. But the one that's most effective is the left to right cross, or the right to left cross, like Russ uses. Another option is just to simply cross back the other way if the defender cheats over on your float. Just an amazing move that you need in your bag that will instantly make you harder to guard. Trust me. The next secret to blowing by a defender really doesn't involve a move, but it does involve making a read. The read has been able to notice when their big man isn't in the paint and using that to your advantage. It's a read that like 95% of high school hoopers don't make, and it drives me crazy, honestly. But Russ is a master at this. He knows there isn't a shot blocker in the paint. Nobody can stop him from getting to the rim. Look here. The Utah Jazz rim protector not only isn't in the paint, but he's not even watching the ball. Russ notices that and immediately takes advantage by getting to the rim. This is a quick read that all great finishers make every single game. So many hoopers leave a lot of points on the table by not taking advantage of this. It doesn't matter how many moves you learn if you don't have the IQ to know when to use them. But now you do. So whenever you get the ball, your eyes should be looking behind your defender at the help defense and the rim protector. If that shot blocker isn't under the rim, then you need to get there quickly. The next secret to getting by defenders like Russ is changing speed in transition. Learning how to change speed in transition or in downhill situations in half court will definitely add like 4 to 6 points to your point per game average. And that's because most basketball teams are horrible at defending in transition. So if you run full speed, then slow down, and then speed up again, it's going to put a lot of pressure on the defense. And most of the time, they won't even be expecting you to attack once you slow down. Most high school offenses slow the ball down and then get into the offensive sets. So since the defense is used to that, you will easily throw them off by using speed changes, then attacking the rim. One tip is to attack on your defender is backpedaling. This makes it 10 times easier to blow by them due to your momentum going forward and their momentum going backwards. So if you are handling the ball in transition and you see your defender going backwards and you see no shot blocker in the paint, you have to be able to read that and take advantage. Just look here. You have the defender going back and there's no shot blocker under the rim. That's your signal to attack. Make sure you're all writing this down. This is how the best finishers get to the rim so easily. But that'll be all for today's video. If you use these 3 tips, I guarantee it will make getting by defenders so much easier. Let me know what other tutorial videos y'all want next. See y'all in the next one.